Hello everyone, welcome to my technical channel Technical. I hope you all are doing good and you are doing well. Today we are going to discuss about another Excel tips and trick which is known as transpose rows into columns. So how can you convert a column into a rows or rows into a column? So let's discuss about these tips and tricks about Excel. So we have already we have already discussed a tips which is removing the duplicate values from a data set. So if you want to know about it more, you can visit my previous video and you can learn about these tips tricks to remove the duplicate data from the data set. So let's discuss about today's tips and tricks. And before starting today's tips, so let's discuss about what is Excel and what is Excel used for, and what is the meaning of transposing rows into columns. Excel, or so-called Microsoft Excel, is developed by the Microsoft INC, and it is a very powerful data visualization and analysis software which uses spreadsheets to store, organize, and track data sets with formulas and function. Excel is used by various professionals like sales or marketers, accountants, data analysts, and other professionals like software engineers, pharmaceutical industries, or research and development industry. So if you want to purchase Microsoft Excel, then you can buy MS 365 suite, and it includes every product of Microsoft Office, or you can buy also individual license for the Excel, but it is highly recommended to buy the whole Microsoft 365 suite. There are like alternatives also available to Excel. That is, one of the popular alternatives is Google Sheets and Numbers. There are also other alternatives available, but those are not much popular than the Excel. So what is Excel used for? So Excel, as I mentioned it previously, Microsoft Excel is used to store, analyze, and report on large amount of data. So professionals can develop a report or analyze or different graphs based on large amount of data, and they can deliver it to their management and seniors, etc. And it is and it is often used by the accounting teams for financial analysis, but can be used by any professional to manage long and unwieldy data set or unstructured data set. Examples of One example of Excel applications includes balance sheet, the budget planning of the budgets, and editorial calendar, and the event planning, or the, if I say from the tech software engineer standpoint, the sprint planning. So, or the backlog planning as well. So these are the like quite few examples where Excel used efficiently to help professionals to increase their productivity. So, but primarily Excel, or if you say the primary use of Excel is basically creating the financial document, because it has strong computational powers. It has various mathematical functions you can implement on large data sets. So to calculate the math calculate or the to calculate the average, or to sum of the datas, or subtract two columns, etc. So it has various mathematical functionalities. We'll discuss in one of our upcoming series about various mathematical functions it has. And yeah so With, while Excel is like primarily known as accounting tool, professionals can any field can use its features and formulas, especially sales marketing people can use Excel to track their productivity, or to track their plan, and to track their sales, uh, to tracking any kind of data. So it removes the need to spend hours and hours counting cells, or copying and pasting performance numbers, or keeping manual record with you. It removes all these hurdles in day-to-day life of these professionals. Excel is typically has a shortcut or quick fix that speeds up the process, and that is basically known as tips and tricks, and we are discussing in our current series. So let's go to the our today's tips like transposing rows into columns. So what is meaning of this? What is meaning of transposing rows into columns? So when you have rows of data in your spreadsheet, you might decide you actually want to transform the items in one of those rows into columns or vice versa. So it would take a lot of time to copy and paste each individual header, but what the transpose feature allows you to do is simply move your row data into columns or other way around. So let's see the example, past example. So let's say I am trying to convert my columns into rows. So I copied, let's say, these four values. I copied it from here, and then I selected the cells, and here there are like paste options. So you can see there is a transpose option, so you can transpose these columns into rows, transpose your columns into rows. So you can see I have converted these columns data into rows. So let's see again. So I will remove this rows, and I will show it to you again. So how I have done it. So I have selected these four column values, and I have selected four rows here in this Excel sheet, and I right click on this cell, on top of this cell, and you can see that there is a paste options are available. And if you go to the more paste option, and there is a transpose option is here, and if you select this, these values has been converted into rows. This column, selected column values has been converted into rows easily, and it saves a lot of time of you. So let's see the second option. How can I convert a row values into columns? So I have selected this row, and let copy these values, and let's select four rows, four column values here. And if you again go to the paste option, you can see there the transpose option, and in from the drop down, and you can select this transpose option, and these four rows, or the rows, selected rows has been converted into columns. But here is another point you have to remember, that when you are selecting the values, you have to select the number of values you want to transpose it, not like you have selected the whole column, and if you like try to convert into paste it into the like to transpose it in the row, then it will throw you the error that you cannot paste here because the copy data and the paste area are not in the same, or not on the same size. So in this case, to avoid this error, I will recommend you to copy whatever the values you want to convert into rows or column or vice versa. You have to select that many values, and you can transpose it. So I hope you liked my tips today about Excel, and I hope it will increase your productivity and efficiency in your daily work. So and stay tuned, and stay tuned for my next tips, and please subscribe and hit the bell icon if you like my tips and tricks about Excel. So thank you very much. Have a good day.